we just got a call back for window cleaning, and we have to go back right now. We're just stopping everything and going back to re-clean this customer's windows. And this is strange because we've cleaned over 5,000 homes, all positive 5-star reviews. And what I love about the window cleaning, it's glass. You can see it. You can see the smallest imperfection to the point where some people actually get anxiety so bad they have to get out of the window cleaning business. Believe it or not, because they just can't sleep at night because they can't get it perfect. But this is a little more obvious. The customer lady left a message on the phone saying it looks like there's 8 windows that, now, before I say this, we're super conscientious, and my guy who cleans the windows has done thousands of homes. I mean, he's a master. He's better than I am at cleaning windows, right? And he has eyes like a hawk. He knows exactly what to do. So it's just strange to me that the customer said there's 8 windows that look like they have some little marks on them and that there's some bird poo. I was like, that's interesting. So I do let the customers know on the phone when we close the jobs over the phone, we can't get any chemical stains. We don't use anything that scratches the windows. If there's any like residue from stickers that's not coming off the windows, we just do it's like it's a basic cleaning. And which does get the windows 99% cleaner than they were. So if they're super, super dirty, they're gonna look super, super clean. But if they got some stuff stuck to the windows that we can't get off, we just can't get it off. We don't carry razors on the truck. We don't scrape. We don't provide window scraping services. And I try to get all this out briefly and succinctly on the phone when I talk to the customer, so it's a kind of a clear understanding that, hey, even though we're gonna do a great job, we're not gonna get up there with ladders and spend all this time scraping and scratching and scraping and scrubbing every little microscopic thing. Now, that's why instead of having a conversation with the customer over the phone, I just literally want to, as the owner, I want to go directly there immediately. I'm just staring at the road the whole time. I directly want to go there immediately and inspect it with my own eyes. So I called the customer back. I go, hi, this is Keith with Kelfis Window Cleaning. I got your message this morning. She goes, yeah. And very nice, professional. But so when a customer, according to like their very detailed message of potentially, wanting to withhold payment because they're unhappy and they want us to come back, you just got to be super professional. Put the customer first. Now, I was going to say the customer is always right. That's absolutely true. And it's a big honor and blessing to acknowledge your customers and do a great job, and whatever it takes, right? Customer service is number one. That's how you build a great business. It's not about you or your ego or what you think all the time, but it is important to be like always inspect what you expect. I feel like I'm like just talking to myself right now because I've always kind of felt this way. But the one distinction that it was not clear to me was in the beginning. This is it. The first several years of my window cleaning business, I would put so much stress on myself because I would immediately go into some type of panic state because there'd be a big question mark over, what do you mean that like the customer's not happy? I put my heart and soul in this. How is this even possible? What did I do wrong? Oh my God, am I getting blamed for something? Is it something outside of my control? I would go into this, I don't know if I would call it a victim state. I would think it would be more of like an uneducated, unexperienced, not having multiple seasons under my belt and having have dealt with this many, many times type of state. It was more of a reactive state that caused me a ton of stress because I cared so much. And then I would find myself not wanting to go back to jobs. So on the job, I would spend 3 times the amount of time on every single job and develop this obsessive compulsive type of window cleaning where I was scrubbing the hell out of every window and having my employees do this to the point where we were all stressed out, and just cleaning windows alone kept me in a state of anxiety where I hated the business and I felt trapped and I wasn't making any profit. So now that I've done this 5,000 times, I can just calmly say to the customer, oh, I understand. We'll be right back there in just 20 minutes work. We'll be back in 20 minutes. So we'll take a look and we'll fix whatever it is. We'll re-clean the windows. But also while having kind of like the line and the boundary set up of me having a clear logistical pragmatic, practical, physical, maybe even legal, but in the most respectful, lawful way. Physical, like physics, understanding that when I get there, if there is some sticky residue from some stickers on the windows, or maybe there's like a scratch because a contractor was installing some siding and their hammer swung and like put a big scrape on the window and they never told the homeowner. This happened like 6 years ago. Or maybe there is some bird poop on the window that was so stuck to the window and so bonded on there from the sun beating on it that this literally wasn't coming off. Maybe some weird paint overspray. I can talk about this stuff till I'm blue in the face. Sometimes there would be paint overspray on the windows, and maybe the customer just assumed that all that stuff was going to come off. So number one, if you're going there and now you're telling them we can't get that stuff off after you've already cleaned the windows and they're not happy, then I guess it's your kind of fault for not communicating with them up front and telling them all that. And here lies the dilemma. If you are a stage 1 business owner, possibly even stage 2, do you have the time when you're in the truck, rushing to the next job, delegating to employees, phone ringing off the hook, you got all business issues going on, you got to get this insurance payment in, you got to do this marketing advertising thing, plus you have your whole family to take, you got so much shit on your plate. Do you have the time to sit on the phone with every single customer and explain all your general provisions and put that in every single contract for a tiny little $200 window cleaning job? Our minimum price to clean any windows for exterior only is $249. So if we're going to show up to your house, it's $249. But for $250, I don't know. But some business owners, they just imply that and they don't express it verbally and they don't put it in the contract, everything I just said to you, and they just go clean the windows and they know that 1 out of 20 jobs is going to be a callback because the customer is going to be like, hey, how come my windows aren't cleaner? Then they're going to have to explain it then. And I think that you could run your business that way, and a lot of contractors run their business that way, but in the long run, it's probably not the best because you're going to end up with unhappy customers with unfulfilled expectations. And the funny thing is only 1 out of 20 customers actually said something. And maybe there was 3 more that were unhappy with the work because you didn't set the expectations and they just didn't say anything. Maybe they're saying it behind your back. Maybe they might go leave a negative review and you don't know why. So as the proactive business owner, it's important to communicate all this up front. With all that being said, I did say all that to this customer up front. I said everything I said. We can't clean chemical stains. If there's if there's bird poo on the windows, we can normally get all of it off, but sometimes if there's a little bit that's totally bonded on there, we clean the windows from the ground with a water-fed pole, and I explain the process of what we do, how we do it, and your windows are going to be super clean, 99% cleaner, but there might be something we can't get off. And I say, do you agree? Okay, you agree. And then in our window cleaning contract, when we send it over via jobber, it's in the general provisions. So with a copy of our general liability and workers' comp insurance, it gets sent over to the customer when they agree for the proposal. We use jobber software. Oh, here's a good time for a plug. If you're looking for a software to run your business on, I've been using jobber software for over 4 years now to run my business. You could do billing, invoicing, collect payments, digital signatures, you could run your whole business off jobber. I literally couldn't imagine running my business without it. Oh, I could, but it would just kind of not be fun. And then if you want a totally free trial of jobber software and you can get a huge discount with my exclusive link, go to getjobber.com/Kelfas, which is my last name, Kalfas, getjobber.com/Kelfas, and sign up for the free two-week trial. And anytime you decide to go on board, they've got some new packages. I think they've lowered the price. They got like these baseline packages where you can get in and get Jobber integrated into your business. And almost every single person I've ever heard that uses Jobber, they love it. Every contractor, because it's helped them use software. It's a system that helps you grow your business efficiently because it does a lot of it's just cool. So anyways, I Some other notes. My business was like 50, I think at the tops it was 60% landscaping, 40% window cleaning. And I was super ambitious about growing the window cleaning side of the business and then launching, just like having a couple vans out that just clean windows all day. And I learned a hard lesson. We still do window cleaning and we have a lot of clients, but trying to run a landscaping and window cleaning business without first getting one of the two totally dialed in, it wasn't working for me because I'm also running a media business. So I was a guy trying to do way too many things at once. So learn from my lessons. Don't try to run 3 businesses at once. Just take your one business and get it up to, I don't know, 250,000 a year or something, or more, whatever you do, before you start trying to run other businesses. And I think that I maybe get bored and feel like I'm going insane when I'm just cleaning windows all the time. So I like breaking it up. I like doing landscaping and window cleaning and media stuff. That's just how my brain works. But find out what works best for you. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Hit the subscribe button. This channel just crossed 18,000 subscribers. My other channel is called the Landscaping Employee Trap. It's got like we just crossed 140,000 subscribers over there. It's at Keith Kelfus on YouTube, and that's my channel where I talk all about landscaping. And then here, this channel, the Window Cleaning Blueprint, I started in 2016 because I was putting landscaping and window cleaning content, because that's what I talk about: how to start a landscaping business, how to start a window cleaning business, because I started both within the same year. And I put it all on one YouTube channel, and I noticed that people weren't so interested. They were interested in just one or the other. So I had this crazy idea in 2016. I was like, I'm going to start a channel and call it the Window Cleaning Blueprint, and see what happens, you know. So I put all my window cleaning videos on there, and once in a while I put a window cleaning video on my bigger channel, but for the most part it's all on this channel, because people ask me on that channel, bro, don't you clean windows anymore? I'm like, dude, every day. What are you talking about? It's just on the Window Cleaning Blueprint channel. And I'm in for the long run. If you're new to the business, I like plugging my stuff. I have a free 3 video series on how to get your window cleaning business off the ground quickly, fast, and efficiently, and how to close your first, get your first 100 clients. Get this thing off the ground. It's at keithkelfus.com. I'll put a link in the description below. It's a free video series. I don't know the URL right now. And then that'll walk you through everything. Okay, my friend. And then also, if you're out working on audible.com, I wrote a book called How to Make $500 a Day Cleaning Windows. You got to listen to that book. I promise you it'll shorten your learning curve. Later.